Hello and welcome to Weekend Investing Daily Bites. We are shooting episode 160. Today is 7th of January and we are going to cover another Ask Weekend Investing round. This is something we do almost every weekend. On Fridays, we take in questions tagging this hashtag Ask Weekend Investing, and we try to answer all the queries that our users can have. In terms of the markets opened very strong. In the first hour itself, Nifty was up more than 1%, but most of the gains were fizzled out in the afternoon, and the Nifty still closing about 0.38% up. Commodities saw a very nice jump up, so stocks like Vedanta and Hindalco etc. jumped up, NMDC etc. Energy stocks, public sector enterprise, banks still very strong, up 0.67%. FMCG was a strong winner today, and pharma along with auto and realty were a little soft. So a bit non-exceptional day, but pretty much in line with what we are expecting. Broader market also remained in line with Nifty today, about 0.4% up on all the indices. In terms of weekend investing small cases, MI20 was up dramatically at 1.8%, MIMT all cap also 1.2%, and most of the other small cases were flat and slightly negative on the MI50 and NNF10. So let's come to the topic of the day, which is Ask Weekend Investing round. So we've done 20 rounds before and hundreds of questions have been answered, pretty much covering a lot of ground in terms of commonly asked, frequently asked questions. And all these are available in video and Canva format for you to see. The questions are also tagged in each description, so you can go immediately to that question in that particular video. So a lot of quick search can be done, and Weekend Investing Hub has all these links to the weekend investing rounds that we have. So let's cover a few more questions today. Question 424 is from Abhimanyu. He says, congrats for launch of Evergreen. As a weekend investing follower, I hope old small case like ATH, ATH2, all cap are not neglected. As a single man running the weekend investing platform, we bestow our trust towards you or conviction. So thank you much for your kind words. I'm not a single person running it. We have a team now. Since the last 1 year, we've had a expansion and a team is running the show. So no worries on that, and no strategy is getting neglected. The strategies which have become mature and which are closed for new subscription still get the same attention at the rebalance, and there's no difference between any one strategy versus another. Next one is from Single Malt. Earlier small case updates were pushed on Friday night, now it is on Sunday night. Logic given was there is a huge gap up dash down based on recommendations. Friday night update gives user time to update records, do research. Please revert to Friday updates. So Friday updates are not possible because it takes time for us to do the rebalances for so many strategies. So hence it will go into later into the weekend. But in any case, early Monday morning you have the availability of what is getting rebalanced. So that gives you enough number of hours to research more if you like. So Friday will not be possible. We can try for a Saturday, but I cannot commit on that right now. Pawan has the next question. Is there any particular reason why the backtest data has smooth curves, whereas whether up or down, but the live data is somewhat very fluctuating? So the granularity of the data is more in the live, as we are tracking the index movement on each day basis, whereas in the backtest we do it on a monthly basis, and hence you will see smoother curves in the backtest versus the more granular data that we have now tracking. But that does not really make a difference in terms of the overall outcome of the drawdowns or the performance. Vivek has the next question. I'm a subscriber to many strategies. Will I get any discount for MI Evergreen since I could not sign up due to amount earlier? So thank you, Vivek, for this suggestion. We are actively thinking about offering a discount to all our subscribers from the past. So those who have been a weekend investor in 2019, 20 or 21 with annual plans, we will offer them a discount on the MI Evergreen annual plan. and we'll announce that shortly. You can try Evergreen code, Evergreen 20 as the code for trying to subscribe to Evergreen annual plan, and I think it should work. We've set it up, but we are still going to launch it formally. But Evergreen 20 is what you can try on. Next question is again from Vivek. What is the latest on the US based momentum strategy? I remember you mentioned end of the year. So yes, we got a bit late, but it's in the works. So just hold on for some more time and we'll announce something. Pavan is asking, can we have NG 50/50, Evergreen and NNF 10 both gold hedged as part of the core portfolio? You let me know if it can work, if expectation is. So what NG 50/50 is Nifty and gold, Evergreen is top 200, and NNF 10 is of course 51 to 100. So there is some overlap that will happen. But yes, this is definitely stocks for core portfolio. In terms of expectations, yes, our trend so far is a good indication of what may happen. But as a disclaimer, I must say that past performance is no guarantee for the future. But what we have seen in many strategies is that performance of last 4-5 years does give confidence that similar expectations can be had, although with that disclaimer in mind. Next question is from Shravan. It's about small case. If I have a partial exit on a small case and try adding more money later, and index calculation, total returns divided by money put in fails me, the money put in grows in multiples. How to track growth of small case? So you'll need to send us a email with this detail of exactly what you're asking, because I am not able to make out, and we will definitely respond to you. Partial exits are definitely possible, and for this you probably will need to track the XIRR. So we've provided the XIRR tool in our Weekend Investing Hub. Please go to Weekend Investing Hub, go to the library, and just do a search for XIRR, do a Control F and search for XIRR, and you should be able to find several articles and some tools for XIRR which you should be able to run. But in case this is not the solution that you were looking for, please write to us and I'll take care of it. Next one is from Jack Joseph. In one of your earlier DBs, you talked about introducing new flavors of old strategies by adding gold. Very much looking forward to it. Any hint when we can expect that? So Evergreen is our first sort of attempt at doing a gold hedge along with the equity exposure. We would like to have a few quarters of experience with that first, and then extrapolate that to other strategies if need be. So right now, immediately there is no plan to offer any gold linked strategies beyond what we have right now. Next one is from Manan. Currently I have 3 weekend investing small cases, all cap, ATH2 and MI25. I buy gold via SGB. Do you think I should relook my weekend investing small case? Are these 3 small cases complementing each other? Any suggestion would be helpful. So I think these are good segments to come together with. I mean, one is a all cap, one is specific, very specialized, all-time high kind of a strategy, and one is purely small caps. So there is not much of overlap that I can see there. So this, and along with your gold hedging outside, I think this is reasonably quite good. But these suggestions will have to come from your financial advisor. I'm not allowed with my license to offer advice on this. But as a layman, in general terms, this does look good to me. Ramesh has the next one. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, sir. Is the ranking of your small case available based on percentage days small case is in a drawdown in a year? Okay. I'm looking for a small case for someone who doesn't like to be in drawdowns for it. So Ramesh, thank you for the suggestion. We will do these calculations and hopefully soon we can come out with a DB on this, and we'll let you know which strategies have been doing the best in terms of lesser number of drawdowns days per year. Next one is from Praneeth. Can you explain ATH rebalance just for knowledge purpose? As Scots, which was still strong, was moved out and a lot of weak stocks were kept. Is the sector weightage coming into play? No, so sector weightage is not into play, and each stock going out can have while it may seem strong on certain time frames, but based on ATH exit criteria, if it has met an exit, we will exit regardless of the strength on other time frames. So it may seem that Escorts was strong, but maybe for a very short term, because all-time highs is a very I would say a nifty or one should say a very quick entry and exit strategy, and hence while a stock may remain stronger on a longer time frame, if on the short term time frame if it is looking a bit shaky, ATH will get out of it, and we have no discretion in this. So you'll need to trust the strategy as it is playing. Sometimes we'll get it right, sometimes we'll get it wrong, and that is a part of the game. Ashish has the next one. Why do TA follow trends as price movement is driven by external or internal factors like earnings, policy, etc.? So it works both ways. There could be internal or external factors like earnings, policy, which come as a surprise to the market, and the trends follow that, or there is enough knowledge in the system itself which leads these events when they happen. So if a good result is coming out, you would see that 80-90% of the time the stock already runs up before that. Hence the trends get formed earlier than the announcement, and there are cases where it's a sudden shock to the system where you could not have guessed it before it happened. So it works both ways in my opinion. Next one is from Dr. Sharma. Whether any of the stock in any of the MI strategies has become a multi-bagger. Can you please disclose the rate of return of such stocks without naming them? So I can name some of them. Tata Elxsi is one, Aarti Drugs, so many actually, Adani, so many of Adani stocks, Saregama, Butterfly. There are so many stocks I can name, multi-baggers, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, several of them. So no dearth of multi-baggers as such. Shreyans has the next one. How do you decide that strategy is not working anymore and needs update? Changing market conditions, and usually how many times per year one should review the strategy? So we will not review the strategy in terms of within per year basis. If on a very long term basis we will find that the desired results are not coming, then we will take a look at it. But so far we have not had any such situation where we felt that the strategy is really doing much poorer than what it should have done. Also comparing it to peers in the market of similar strategies, how they would have done in a similar situation. So from that perspective, didn't have a chance to be there so far. Next one is from Anurag. In Evergreen, why haven't you included US Nasdaq and S&P ETF? In Daily Bytes, you have shown inverse relation between US and India. Can you check the results with such allocation? So we will do a Daily Byte soon. We'll check the correlations as you have mentioned, but we did not want a US orientation to come into this. This was purely India large cap and gold hedged product, but we will definitely look at US products as well in the future. Santosh has the next one. Would it make sense to have both NG 50/50 and MI Evergreen together? Yes, why not? NG 50/50 only has 50% invested in Nifty, and MI Evergreen is top 200 stocks, so the overlap is not much. So yes, you can have both of them together, not an issue at all. Next one is from Sachin. How to build mindset to buy stocks at market price? During strong momentum, mind always looks for better price pullback. Not every stock which is in momentum gets pulled back, and sometimes after entering at market price, stocks pull back. How to handle this emotion? So one way is to not worry too much about the immediate price, and if your system or your study shows that at market, if you buy and over time if you were doing that, there is not much of material difference in terms of their outcome, then of course you can gradually train yourself to do market. if your study shows that it makes a huge difference going for market versus waiting for pullbacks, then you will need to devise some strategy where at least you buy some portion at market, some portion on pullbacks, and have a rule around the pullback that if the pullback doesn't happen for so much time or for so much percentage move, then you will jump in any case. So again, there's no one way of doing this, but best is to make rules around this and then follow the rules. Because if you try to do this on an emotional basis, that's very difficult. At least I've tried in my life. I've failed to stick to those kind of things without rules. So my suggestion would be make rules around your strategies and try to stick to them. Next one is from long-term speculators. As you said in many DBs, you wish to develop strategy for low cap investors. Request you to develop ETF based strategies around dual momentum, which is scalable with minimum fees and have lesser whipsaws. We see now in US momentum. So I got your point. We will definitely research more on this. We have one dual ETF strategy, NG5050. It's also free. The minimum amount required to start investing in this is a few hundred rupees only. So that is a reasonably successful strategy. Maybe like almost 10,000 people use it, but we will do more with US ETFs and try to bring more strategies for sure. Next one is from Gauri Shankar. Since small case does not have XIR tool, is there any other tool to track money put in, etc.? So we have, as I said in a previous question, we have XIR tool available to you. Please go to the Weekend Investing Hub, go to the library. In fact, let me show you if you give me a chance, just 1 second. Let me go to the hub and show you. So you'll go to the hub, go to this tab library, and let me just search for XIRR, and you have several XIRR based videos, contents. So this is a free XIR and CAGR tool to journal. This is under important content, line number 22 here, and you have more and another tool here in line number 24 in support content. So just go to the Weekend Investing Hub and you'll be able to find the XIR tool. This is very, very important that you use the XIR tool to calculate your exact rate of return. Next one is from Vishal. When we should rebalance manual strategy or keep them running as it is a 3% rule in case of MI30? When we should rebalance manual strategy. So if I am understanding your question right, you are asking that for universal products, when should you rebalance? So again, it's a rebalance that is to be done on Monday morning. I don't know what 3% rule you're talking about. I have not prescribed any 3% rule, but try to get in as close as possible to the Friday's close, because the universal products are usually running larger amounts of money, and so there can be more slippages, etc. for market orders. Hence we suggest that you do it manually, but try to keep it as close as possible to the Friday rates. If this is not the answer that you were looking for, your query is still open, please send us the email and we'll definitely look into that. Last one is from Vinay. Great fan of yours. Thank you, sir. Whatever little knowledge in stocks I have today, credit to Daily Bytes. Thank you very much. My team will be very, very happy to hear this. If opportunistic SIP is suggested, basis some 5 to 8% portfolio drawdown apart from regular rebalance, results would improve significantly. So yes, opportunistic SIP should be done, but we cannot recommend it because it is a difficult rule to recommend. But as a thumb rule, 5 to 15% type of drawdowns should always be looked at in terms of opportunistic SIPs. Exactly when to do it is something that we cannot do. I mean, also it is kind of sort of goes against our license that in terms of advice as such of deployment. So we cannot provide that, but in general, I would say for opportunistic SIPs, anywhere 5 to 15% is a very good time. There will be some instances where it will go deeper, but you cannot get it right all the time. So from that perspective, I hope this answers your query. So we are at the end of this weekend investing, Ask Weekend Investing round 21. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.